Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
Kip Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Mountaineers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Makes the quick grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's a big mistake early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road. You want to come out in the first drive. You want to march it down the field. You want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. It's going to be really important he settles himself down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Got a little grass. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Fights off a defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Lewis. Finding some room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Snags it, and there's running room. Bulldozes his way through. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. The give to the back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
to throw. It's McMillan. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He goes right back to the air. Going long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The hand to the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Now the toss. Might have a chance. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
It's too bad, because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Under fire. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. He's got him. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the stick.
There's a crease. Touchdown, App State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showed some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's McMillan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today. Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Rides the back and leaves it. Maybe some room here. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he's in. Touchdown, UNLV.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the back. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. On the move is the 30. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. He's now up to 66 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Here comes the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Off play action on first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. The pitch. Running to Green. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Voorhees. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Stop short of the 1st down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. And And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Volunteers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was...
Hits the afterburners! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. There's some room. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll take it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
And that's a live ball behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a... Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this.
Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Bringing the heat. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Pressure coming, and they got it. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Williams. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Those holding calls in that area of the field really hurt when you're trying to put something on the board. It's 2nd and long. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Bounced off his feet. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. On the move. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And now, after being stymied for this, turning it on! He's at the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. And the Mountaineers regain the lead.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to pass, it's McMillan. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll pitch it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Williams open on the right side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone. It's Williams. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration.
Got it! Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Quarterback keeper. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The give is to Williams. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. We're trailing by a little bit now. Let's go make this thing even more special.
Here's the pressure.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterbacks got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Lets it go. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Last chance coming up. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been